happy Saturday. I trust you're doing well. My name is Flora Limuki. We have a lot in line for you. Let's kick off this live broadcast. Opposition leader Raila Odinga together with his Azimio Brigade are expected in Amalemba grounds, Kakamega County for People's Baraza rally. According to Azimio, the numerous rallies planned across the 47 counties are aimed at collecting views from wananchi on issues affecting them, among the high cost of living. Let us now link up with our reporter Violet Auma, who is standing by at the Amalemba grounds to bring us up to speed on the latest in that area. Good afternoon, Violet.
Good afternoon, Limuki. As you said, yes, I am at Amalemba grounds in Kakamega County. And of course, just as you said, we've seen Azimio Brigade going around in several counties in the country, just calling on the government to ensure that they deliver on their promises that they made during campaigns. And of course, today they will be here in Kakamega County. As you can see behind me, there is a rally that have already been organized. People are streaming in, and we are expecting that Azimio leader and his brigade will be coming in anytime. As at now, we've been told that they are at a homecoming of Dick Maungu, who is Luanda MP in Vihiga County, and they will be coming here anytime from now to address people here. And of course, there are many other issues that they are saying that the government should address. Among them, those promises that they made during campaigns, among them, of course, lowering the cost of living and many other things that are affecting wananchi. I am with the wananchi here in Kakamega County. Let's just hear from them. What are their expectations? What are they expecting in today's meeting? Tueleze majina yako mama, na wewe unatarajia nini kwa mkutano wa leo?
Asante. Kwa majina naitwa Emily Lusiche ama muite Mama Nyundo kutoka Lugari constituency. Mimi kwa kulingana na hii mkutano ni ya maana kwa sababu uchumi ya nchi imekuwa mbaya. Saa hii hata wamama wale wakawaita wa chini au wafanye biashara kwa sababu kila kitu ilipanda. Wamama kama kwa mfano wale wanauza chips, mafuta ilipanda. Hakuna wamama kufanya biashara, mahindi iko juu. Saa hii hata ukitaka kufanya biashara ya mahindi imekuwa ngumu. Kama hii kaunti yetu ya Kakamega, kama mimi najivunia nilipata mbunge wangu na Pina Bwera, alafu gavana wangu Fernandez Barasa. Wakati Oparanya alitoka kwa hii kaunti, aliweka kama ameset mradi ya kupeana mbolea kwa wananchi. Gavana wetu Oparanya aliweka mbolea ilanunua mfuko moja shilingi 2,800. Na national government mfuko moja ni shilingi 3,500. So ukilinganisha na bei ya national government na county iko tofauti. Ukienda kwa tuka mbolea imepanda juu. Huyu sasa kulingana na mpunga wangu na Pina Bwera, kazi ile anafanya ni kazi nzuri sana, nampea heko.
Kwa mikutano ya leo, wewe unatarajia kitu gani hasa waweze kuongelea?
Kulingana na mkutano ya leo, inatakana Raila ashikilie hapo kwa sababu Ruto afanyi kazi vizuri.
Sawa, labda pengine kama anaweza pata mmoja, labda pengine akuja toe maoni yake. Naomba toe kofia kidogo, tueleze hisia zako na vile matarajio yako katika mkutano wa leo.
Majina yangu ni Shafan Mo, na katika mkutano wa leo najua kwamba kiongozi Raila Odinga anaenda kutupatia njia mbadala ya kuweza kukumbana na maisha magumu. You know, as you expected a lot, we have the cost of living is skyrocketed. We have the cost. We also have unemployment, and these are the issues that, as youth of this country, we really expected they will be looked into. But so far so good. The Kenya Kwanza government has been in office for months, absolutely nothing. So we as youth expect the way Baba is doing, looking into the issue, like sema kwamba vijana atatukumbuka, vijana atufanyia 1 2 3 atupatie opportunity, then we are sure tuko salama. Pengine kama una swali hili.
Yeah, so thank you so much. So those are locals here in Kakamega County trying to air their views of what they are expecting in today's meeting. But as I said earlier on, that we are expecting the Azimio Brigade led by Raila Odinga to come in any time from now. And of course, we will be telling our viewers at TV47 in our subsequent bulletins what will be happening. And of course, as per the speeches that will come out of this meeting. I take it back to you, Limuki.
Well, thank you very much, Violet, for that update. And of course, we'll be keeping you up to date with what is happening in accordance to that rally. Moving on, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has slammed ODM leader Raila Odinga over his calls to have servers used in the 2022 general election opened. Musalia says it is high time the country moves on from the election and focuses on healing and development. He was speaking during the opening of the office of the spouse of Prime Cabinet Secretary, where he reiterated that elections do not have to be a matter of life and death.
Thousands of political leaders. I really look forward to the day that I will go and vote and simply go back to my work of the day. There are some countries, even if it is a general election, you'll not know that there's a general election. They vote and they continue with their activities. We pray and hope that that will happen here one day, that we can vote, finish, then get back to the business of working for the Kenyan people and not live in a cycle of electoral captivity all the time.
And Matungu MP Peter Oscar Nabulindo has criticized the President William Ruto over his recent list of CAS appointments, saying he's recycling politicians instead of bringing on board young and vibrant leaders in his government. Nabulindo said that Ruto is not living true to his hustler narrative, but instead has gone ahead to appoint some former and old leaders for CAS positions. The MP was speaking in Matungu after meeting education stakeholders, where he issued stern warning to some leaders in the area who he alleged have resorted to politicizing matters education to settle political scores.
Our challenges in education.
Serikali iliyopo saizi wafanye kitu ambayo inaitwa balancing. Wachukue wamama, wachukue vijana na pia waongeza hao wazee. Hakuna mtu anapinga, lakini wasichukue tu kwamba ule ambaye alikuwa kwa uongozi tena bado tu ndiye anachukuliwa. Kama mtu alikuwa governor vipindi zake mbili, alikuwa kwanza mbunge, akamaliza ubunge, akakuwa minister, akamaliza minister, akakuja akakuwa governor. Kwa nini tena anataka hii ndogo CAS pia yeye akue hapo? Wakenya pia tuweze kutosheka na vitu. Wewe umekuwa governor miaka mingi, wachia watoto wengine pia waweze, wenye hawana chochote pia waende pale wapate kitu. Si ndivyo? Kwa sababu governor ni mtu mwenye governor ni mtu mwenye amekuwa hapo miaka mingi na amefaidika muda mrefu. Sasa hii nafasi ya CAS ni post ndogo sana kwa serikali. Wawachie vijana ambao ndio sasa wanatafuta njia ya kujikuza. Wanasiasa, ninaomba wanasiasa waepuke na mambo ya kuingilia masomo. Mambo ya masomo ni mambo ambayo yako delicate sana, na inataka mambo ya masomo ishughulikiwe na wale wataalamu wa masomo, walimu, education officers na viongozi ambao wamechaguliwa, wamepewa mandate na mwananchi kudili na hiyo swala. Lakini sasa tumepata kwamba hapa Matungu watu wanajishughulisha sana na mambo ya kuharibu elimu ya hawa watoto. Si mimi pamoja na ofisi yangu tunafanya bidii kuhakikisha kwamba watoto wameenda shuleni, na kuna wale watu wanasiasa ambao paka wanafuata hao watoto kwa ile shule zenye zimeenda wameenda kule, wanaambia hao walimu kwamba fukuzeni hao watoto wa Matungu. Sasa hiyo ndio nashangaa sana, kama wewe ni kiongozi, inakuaje wewe ni kiongozi na unaenda kwa shule una-incite mwalimu, unaambia head teacher hawa watoto wa Matungu wafukuzwe wote warudi kwa sababu MP hatumpendi. Ashindwe kabisa huyo mtu, sio? Sasa tungependa kusema wanasiasa, epukeni na mambo ya kuingilia elimu.
And into some rather sad news, a lorry carrying cement plunged into the Indian Ocean at the Likoni Crossing channel while it was getting out of the vessel. This accident happened barely 2 months after another lorry carrying cement had slipped into the ocean. The incident caused a huge snarl-up at the channel, with its ripple effect being felt within all the mainland. Mombasa Island, no one was injured in the incident, with the lorry recovered late Friday. And cases of students who are yet to join Form 1 due to lack of fees continue to be reported on a day-to-day basis in Isiolo County, prompting calls for the county government and other relevant bodies to intervene and come to their aid. On Friday, needy orphans who was on the verge of not joining secondary school finally joined Isiolo Boys Secondary on a full scholarship by Governor Ibrahim Guyo. Isiolo Boys Principal James Gituma says that many students at the school are joining Form 1 under different kinds of scholarships from well-wishers, since parents are unable to raise funds for their education following the ongoing drought that has hit the county. The principal also called on organizations that are donating relief food to communities to consider donating portions to schools.
Principals wote wanaongea the same language, kwa sababu watoto wote hawajalipa school fees yote na wamejoin shule. Kama sile pesa ya capitation serikali inatoa, serikali inapatia kila mtoto 22,000. Kama si hiyo, nadhani mashule zingefungwa.
The county has lost most of the livestock, which is the source of their livelihood. So I appeal also to all other leaders to come on board and to give the governor a hand, so that I know there are still many students in the villages who have not gotten this opportunity.
We are getting concerned because we were given 189 students to join Isiolo Boys. We have only gotten 62. Although some parents have come and said that they are trying to get money, I told them they get just the basic. When I talk about the basic, the uniform, then they come in. We are also asking the parents and the other wishers, when there is a food donation, also they can give us some food, we convert it into fees. We don't necessarily need money. They can also bring water.
The Democratic Party, under the leadership of National Chairperson Esau Kioni, has today resolved to work with Kenya Kwanza administration in ensuring development of the nation. Speaking during a delegates conference in Nyeri County, a meeting that brought together members from 8 counties from the central region, DP chairman has stated that they will not support Azimio la Umoja's call for mass action, which they say will cripple efforts to revive the economy. They want Kenyans to embrace dialogue in resolving important issues affecting the nation. They, however, insist that the government must act with speed to revive the economy.
We are prepared and we are supporting the government of President, or His Excellency President Ruto, as a partner in coalition. We are in the government, and we are, while in the government doesn't mean that we must agree on every action that is taken by the government.
We want to say everybody has a right to do whatever they want to do, but let us think what we are doing now. There is a lot of problem. This is a time Kenyans can come together, build this country and solve the problem together, not shouting to one another. It will never help.
Kwenye maandamano hatutatusaidia sisi kwa njia yoyote, na tunaomba ya kwamba kama mtu anaenda kwenye maandamano na kuna ile nafasi ya kuwa mbunge, njia mwafaka ni aweze kuenda kwenye bunge, aweze kuleta sheria ama kurekebisha vipengele vya sheria ambavyo vitatusaidia sisi kama vijana kutuliza makali ya njaa, kutuliza makali ya kukosa kazi.
Elsewhere, voting is currently underway as over 93 million Nigerians will head to the polls to elect their next president. The transition election from President Muhammadu Buhari's administration comes at a time the West African nation is grappling with, among other things, insecurity and lack of jobs. Paul Kirobi reports.
Polls opened in Nigeria this morning as over 93 million registered voters chose among the 18 presidential candidates, 3 of whom are front-runners according to opinion polls. The ruling party, the All Progressive Congress APC, has fielded a former governor of Lagos State, 70-year-old Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The main opposition, People's Democratic Party PDP, has fronted Atiku Abubakar. Atiku has the experience of having run for the presidency 5 times and lost in all. A potentially surprising factor is Labour Party's Peter Obi, 61, who is hoping to end the dominance of PDP and APC Nigeria politics since the end of the military rule in 1999. The election brings to an end the term of the incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari after 8 years of 2 terms presidential tenure as per the Nigerian constitution. President Buhari's term has been riddled with a myriad of challenges, including insecurity, where the West African is currently experiencing campaign violence, ransom kidnappings, Boko Haram terrorism in the north, and a separatist insurgency in the southeast. The separatist Biafra people have stated that they are not interested in this election, as what matters to them is a referendum for secession. The economy is another significant factor because of the rising cost of living and huge unemployment, especially among the youth. The outcome of the elections in Nigeria will certainly have a bearing on Kenya's strategic interest in the region, continent, and the international system. The election is therefore likely to reconfigure Kenya's ties with Nigeria and the West African states, given that a new president will be in office. For one to win elections, a candidate needs to have the most votes and 25% of ballots cast in 2/3 of Nigeria's 36 states to be declared the winner. Kenya's former President Uhuru Kenyatta is leading an African Union election observation mission in the populous country. Paul Kirobi, TV47.
And a family in Kuria West Sub-County, Migori County, is appealing to the government authorities to help them retrieve their 5-month-old baby who was abducted 3 nights ago. According to the child's grandmother, Rose Rioba, the family was having their supper at around 9 p.m. when 3 masked men stormed their compound, beat them up, and made away with the infant. The matter has so far been reported to the Mabera Sub-County Police Station, with the Sub-County Sub-Chief Thomas Marwa noting that this is a rare case in the area.
Huyu mtoto wangu nilihangaika na yeye akiwa shuleni na msomeza mpaka amemaliza. Bahati mbaya akashika mimba, amechifungua. Ndio huyu akagonjeka matiti miezi 3. Baadaye nikahangaika na mtoto wake natunza. Ndio huyu tena wamekuja kuninyang'anya mjukuu serikali. Nilikuwa naomba munisaidie serikali nipate mjukuu wangu.
Kwa kweli hatuna uhasama na mtu naweza sema kuna uhasama hapa. Siwezi fikiria. Kwa sababu vile nilihoji hao walisema hata wao wanashangaa. Kwa sababu hawana chuki na mtu, hawana chuki na shamba na mtu, wako salama. Sasa hili tukio limekuja tu vile limekuja.
Teenage pregnancies have been on the rise in the recent past, with the menace being attributed to change in behavior and lifestyle. A recent survey revealed that in Murang'a County, the menace is at 7%, meaning in every 100 women, 7 of them are teenage mothers, as revealed by Caroline Masharia, Murang'a County Reproductive Health Coordinator. She has also noted that the teenage mothers experience a number of complications that put their lives or the baby in danger, with some of them losing their lives.
Let's also touch on issues of teenage pregnancy. If we do that, everybody will know that there is this thing about teenage pregnancy, and everybody will ask themselves, what is my role? How do I come in to prevent? We cannot leave it to FAWE. We cannot leave it to the Department of Education. We cannot leave it to the Children's Department. We cannot leave it to the police, because they'll wait until the case is reported. And by the time the case is reported, somebody is already pregnant.
Such complications like obstructed labor, prolonged labor, and even non-reassuring fetal status for the babies or for the fetuses. That translates to the event of premature babies and even the fresh stillbirths.
But this is the high time the church to open up and have a talk with the teenagers and the youth to enlighten them on how the sexual life and how to overcome the issues that are coming with the sexual life.
A union of workers from the Kenya Ports Authority in Mombasa County has issued a 21-day ultimatum to the state corporation to suspend a new medical scheme that is currently in trial, saying that it has a lot of limitations when it comes to health insurance. The union, led by their General Secretary Simon Sang, cites that many employees are being denied treatment at various hospitals, while others have been kicked out of hospitals they were admitted in on instruction of the management. In addition, the workers are agitated that their employer has gone ahead to fully implement it illegally despite the loopholes, while threatening to down their tools after the ultimatum period to trigger an unfavorable action.
Humanity. One, they have come up with an arrangement where when one exceeds a certain limit, they are removed from a superior medical facility to an inferior one. And we have had a very sad case yesterday where, no, the day before yesterday, where an employee has been removed from ICU and taken to Coast General Hospital, and he has to pass on because of the mishandling.
From that superior medical facility, transfer to inferior medical facility. Una lengo gani? Una lengo gani? Una lengo gani? Tumesema hii kitu lazima isimame na hatutaki vitisho. Sisi tunataka industrial harmony. That's why we have agreed and signed the document, but not registered for the trial.
And Cabinet Secretary for Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Soipan Tuya, has urged 80% of Kenyans who still rely on firewood and charcoal for cooking to look for alternative ways in a bid to restore forest cover in the country. Speaking in Kakamega during the launch of Kakamega Forest and Conservation Project, Soipan said the country is still lagging behind in mitigation measures against climate change, noting importance of each Kenyan to participate in the tree planting exercise. The Kakamega County, Vihiga County, Japanese Embassy and United Nations Development Program signed an MOU towards rehabilitation and conservation of Kakamega Forest. Kakamega Governor Fernandez Barasa said they have set aside 50 million for the exercise. He said Japanese Embassy will be fencing 15 kilometers of Kakamega Forest out of 117 kilometers, urging other partners to come on board.
UNDP is able to provide catalytic resources that have today kick-started the fencing that will cover the initial 15 kilometers of the forest area. To enhance forest monitoring and extension services, through the government of Japan, UNDP has been able to provide the 18 motorcycles that were distributed earlier today, 6 of which will be dedicated to Kakamega ecosystem.
The contribution of Japan to the Forest and Land Restoration Action for Kenya's NCD project, or FLARAC project, is more than 2.68 million US dollars.
Kwa sasa 80% wa Kenya wanategemea kuni na makaa katika manyumba yao. Na tukisema ya kwamba tunapanda 15 billion trees na bado wa Kenya 80% wanategemea ile msitu katika mambo ya domestic fuel, it's a big compromise. So we must provide alternatives. And the alternatives lie in clean cooking.
I'm sincerely grateful to our partners who have committed to raise over 500 million Kenya shillings in a span of 4 years to complete erection of the perimeter electric fence and restore the glory of Kakamega Forest. As a county, we have also committed to support the initiative by allocating 50 million Kenya shillings, which will go a long way in supporting the afforestation and also the fencing of this forest. Tukiacha na mambo ya kuni and we get a better alternative ya kupika chakula which is climate friendly and environmental friendly, that is a conversation ambayo we are going to have with our national leaders.
Wale administration na sisi counties tuchukue mstari wa mbele kuona kwamba tunapanda miti, na ile miti tunapanda iwe miti ya kienyeji. Kama huko Vihiga tumepanda hii miti ya eucalyptus kando kando na mito na imekunywa maji yote. Saa hii